Hey guys, Brett Lice here, and welcome to another Vanguard deck profile. Today I have for you all my Phantom Blaster Dragon and Phantom Blaster Abyss build. So let's get started. For the starter, I run Judge Bell Revenger. So his skill is, when an attack hits a Vanguard, Cannonbust want to move him to the soul when he hits anything during the battle that he boosted. A Phantom, you can pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 grade 1 or less Shadow Paladin units. Cause them to rearguards at rest and then shuffle your deck. Even in the old Mordred Phantom Abyss deck, Judge Bell was the best because you could call out Sword Breakers, and I'm going to be utilizing the Judge Bell engine again because there are many key grade 1s in this deck that you want to tutor into. As well as one of your winning combos, which I'll show at the end of the video. In case of matchups like Kagero or Link Joker or whatever that can lock down your starter, I do play a second Judge Bell. On top of that, you can use Judge Bell the first time to get its skill off, and then afterwards you can just get the second one later with Trumpeter or something. So it's pretty good to play too because you get as many maximizers of pluses that you can. Next up, we're playing 3 Phantom Blaster Dragons, the Break Ride version, because the normal version is pretty meh. His skill is Limit Break 4, Soul Blast 3. When a Shadow Paladin rides him, pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards until the end of turn that gets plus 10,000 power. And the red text ability of choose 3 of your rearguards and retire them. When he attacks a Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, draw 2 cards, choose 3 cards in your damage zone and countercharge him, and then he gets a Glory skill. So he's a really good card. Even if you can't use his red text ability, the plus 10k power, still pretty good for this, so definitely would play this Break Ride. The reason why I'm not playing 4 is, well, yes, it's a great card. But if you have multiple copies in your hand, they're pretty dead. And you don't want to have multiple copies because you can't Break Ride over Break Ride, like with Mordred, because it's cost a soul. So I only play 3 for that reason. As you saw, I play 4 Avenger, Phantom Blaster Abyss. So he legions with Blaster Dark, as we all know. Then his skill, Cannonbust 2, choose 3 Revenges and retire them. And in the battle that he attacks the Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, stand him. And then he can't be used for the rest of the turn. Then when he attacks a Vanguard, he has plus 2k. So he's really good. Even if you ride this guy first, it's still a really strong Vanguard. And the reason why you play 4 and 3 is because it's not bad to, like, after your Legion, just ride Abyss again, just swing at them another 2 times. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm also playing the 1 Blaster Dark Diablo from the Legend deck. Yes, he isn't a Phantom, so he can't proc with Judge Bell, but preferably you ride him late game and use your Judge Bell early game with these guys. So this guy's ability is Generation Break 2. When you are paying for Stride, and your Stride unit has a Blaster in its name, so currently we only have Phantom Blaster Diablo. Any card you can use for Stride. Then if you Stride Dark Dragon Phantom Blaster Diablo on him, you can choose a rearguard and retire it. He's there for late game when you want to murder your opponent with Diablo. So that's it for grade 3s. On to grade 2s. We're playing 4 Blaster Dark Revenger Abyss. He's the mate, and also it allows you to snipe starters early game if you get a Revenger ride, which is majority of grade 2s anyway, so you don't want to miss riding, or like not having any. Next up I'm playing 3 Markup. I've tried putting Tartu in the deck, but you know, if you don't get your Phantom Blaster into Abyss Break Ride, then this deck becomes extremely counterblast heavy, and Tartu is just way too counterblast heavy for that. So Markup's a lot more consistent. Just on Legion, you get to call a grade 1. So yeah, that's why I play Markup. He's still a really good card. Next, I play 3 Marchas from the Legend deck as well. So yes, she's not a Revenger, so you can't use his ability when she's on Vanguard Circle, but her tutor into grade 1s are just too good to pass up. So ability is Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1. When she attacks the Vanguard, you can, if she's boosted, you can pay the cost. If you do, look for your deck for a grade 1, then call it to Rearguard, and shuffle your deck. So just an easy filter, and you gotta keep filtering your deck if they don't kill her, so she can become like, damage sponge because they just aim for her to get rid of her. For my last grade 2, I am playing the one Terron. I don't know, he's not that great in just a regular, if you ride Abyss first. He's excellent when you ride Abyss on top of Phantom Blast the Dragon, because then you like recycle all your Counter Blast anyway. So I was considering bumping up to 2, so like maybe take out a Marka and play out a second one of this guy, which is something I'm considering, but for the meantime, I'm just going to be playing this guy. His ability is Counter Blast 1. When your Vanguard Legion, you pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards until end of turn, and it gets the red text ability of when this unit attacks the Vanguard, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguard and retires it. If he does not retire it, then your opponent cannot call cards from hand to Guardian Circle. So it forces them to retire 1 upon Legion attack, and since you're Abyss, it'll force them to retire 2. So, really good card. Definitely would play. So that's it for grade 2s. Grade 1s is a little bit different. I only play 3 of the 10k attackers for Revengers, because Phantom Blast the Dragon, as we all know now, is not a Revenger, so while you're stuck on him, he's just a 7k vanilla. But still good, 7k he's still good. That's why I'm still playing 3 for early game rushes. Especially if they decide to play the grade 2 games. 10k attackers are ideal for that, definitely. Next up, I'm playing 3 Charons. He can search for your Diablo later in the game, and he counts for 2 units, which is part of your key combo at the end. I've seen people play 4, but I like having the 2 Trumpeters, which is for consistency sakes, because a lot of times I've damaged it and then I don't get it, so I like having 3 Charon, 2 Trumpeters. That's just my personal preference. And my last 4 Revenger grade 1s is the 1 Limit Break Enabler. I play him because if you're stuck on 3, you can still use your Break Ride, which is, you only need 3 Counter Blast for the Break Ride combo anyway, so it's really good. Next up, I play 4 Perfect Guard Gs. I do have the Revenger Perfect Guards. It's just, I felt that, if you're stuck on Abyss, just having unflipping PGs are pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for grade 1s. On to triggers. 10 crits, all Revengers obviously. 2 draws, the ones from the Legend deck, the Margot clones. So the reason why I'm playing this ratio is during your winning combo, you don't want to draw your necessary pieces for the combo and then not be able to pull up the combo. As well as crits being a lot more useful during that turn, it'll just be a lot more deadly to your opponent. So, and also these aren't Revengers, so in the worst case scenarios that you have to call these to field, you can't sack them with Abyss. Still, but they're plus 3k to a unit, helps fix columns or whatever. It's really useful. And of course I'm playing the 4 heals. This deck is very consistent, I've felt, because yeah, it's just a consistent deck that knows how to win, I guess. For G-Zones, I am playing 2 Grim Recruiter. He's your ideal first stride, because people don't like to see you have a Judge Bow and a Phantom Heart, because then if it hits, you plus off this, and then you plus off this, so people don't like to see that happen, so that's why I play 2. If you attack once, it doesn't work, then you attack with the second one, then bleeds cards from the hand, which is really key. And play the one Rain Element Medew for when you, after your Legion, you can just use Medew, get your grade 1, your other grade 3 back that you've already previously used. So maybe you can Legion again or Stride again into Diablo. And speaking of Diablo, I am running 4 of him. So, his ability, if anyone doesn't know, Counterblast 1 and Persona Flip. If the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more, then he gets plus 10k in crit, and then choose 3 of your the red text ability of choose 3 cards from your rear guards and retire them. When you attack the Vanguard, pay the cost if you do. Your opponent chooses 2 of his or her rear guards and retire them. If he does not retire, then they cannot call cards to Guardian Circle. So, just keep in mind, resist. They cannot choose the resist cards for this card's ability, because it's still a target for his skill. So just keep that in mind. So if they only have resist units on the field and use this, and they can't guard. So just keep that in mind. And then I am playing the one Blizzard because I like Blizzard. It's not necessary for the deck because typically I only stride like once or twice in the deck, and then by that time the game's over. So yeah. I don't know, that's just my personal preference. I really like Blizzard, but yeah, he's not necessary in the deck. You could play another Recruiter or whatever. So this would be the combo that I've mentioned a bunch of times in this video already. Your game-winning combo. So let me just set up a field that might exist. Let me do that. So this would be like your ideal field sort of thing. So what would happen is have Soul for one. So what would happen is you break ride. Then after that's done, you Legion. So then you have your mate. Then you attack with all your rear guards. Then you attack with this guy. You sack. You draw 2 cards. Then afterwards you use Judge Bell's ability, move him to the soul. Then you call out a Trumpeter and a Charon or a Avenger unit. Then you Soul Blast using the soul from Judge Bell that you just got, called Charon. Then use Abyss's skill, you retire your 3 Revengers, stand Abyss again, Abyss attacks again, and you sack these to the second half of the break ride. Then you draw 2 more cards. So you'll typically get around 8 cards in your hand after those 2 drive checks and the double break ride skill. So both attacks will be swinging for at least, like, the first attack with Judge Bell would be, 37, no grade 1s or higher. And if it hits, all the trigger effects go onto your Vanguard. So it'll be at least 32k, no grade 1s or higher, which is demanding quite a lot from their hand. So, yeah, because this deck was kind of inspired by Meadowborg, so if they have a Laurel and they hit you twice, they're going to draw a lot of cards. So this is trying to follow the same theme, but in, Shadow Paladin styles, because I don't like Dimension Police at all. And so, yeah, so typically the game ends on that turn when you do all your funny shenanigans, you could say. So yeah, thank you for watching this deck profile, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!